Hey Cancer, welcome to Duchess Tarot. Thank you for clicking on the video, visiting my channel. If any parts of the message resonates, please feel free to like, comment, as well as subscribe. We'll never profess to be the best card reader on any social media platform. However, I do know how to read cards and I am usually on point, so please don't ask about Divine Feminines, Divine Masculines, Portal, Spellwork, or any of that other tarot bullshit. My readings are for informative purposes only and not to be taken as medical and or legal advice. I do read my cards literally as well as the energy, so the story will always reveal itself. Please remember that energy is not gender specific, can refer to you, someone you know, someone you have known, or someone you will know. I am brutally blunt and politically incorrect, and so if any parts of the message offends you, sorry in advance, not my intentions. Go find yourself another tarot card reader. So anyway, Cancer, the song that I got for you was Kelly Price's You Should Have Told Me. I mean, that can mean a plethora of things. So, I don't know what somebody should have told you, but somebody should have told you something. Cancer. So, let's find out what somebody should have told my Cancers. You know what? Shout out to my little sister. And right there, she's a Cancer. All right, Cancers. Oh, okay. Somebody is making some money. Also, somebody is milking somebody with a baby, too. Okay? Child support is my support, is what I'm hearing. Somebody is... Somebody's name could be Michael or Sterling. Somebody's name could also be... I want to say Tyler, but I could be wrong. Somebody could have a little daughter out here or think that they have a little daughter. Somebody is getting paid off of this little girl. Cancer, somebody could be telling you that this baby is not yours, or the person that you think has your baby or you think is in love with you is not in love with you. That somebody is basically only using you for what you can provide for them, Cancer. And maybe you just don't want to see it, but now you're starting to see it. Like if it looks like a duck and if it walks like a duck, it's a duck. That somebody is a gold digger. Okay. What you could be realizing, Cancer, is that you basically have gotten into a relationship with a woman that's more of a man than you are. Meaning you've gotten into a relationship with a very manly woman. So perhaps this is a woman who she likes the same things that you like. You like the ladies, she likes the ladies too. However, she wanted a child, or this is a woman who went both ways. And you got with this woman and got this woman pregnant. And so basically this woman just viewed this child as a come up, you as a come up as well. Somebody had a baby with a very tall woman. Like this woman is a big woman. So this is a woman who is comparable to a man in size. Like, look at this woman. This woman is taller than this man. Shit, she looks just as strong as this man. They could have had a son. You could have had a son with this person. Also, you could be finding out that a son that you thought you had with this woman is actually somebody else's baby. So somebody was messing around with somebody that was supposed to be a friend or like a family member. This is in the slums. Somebody comes from the slums. They lump sum or lamb sum could be significant as well. Somebody could also be Sicilian. But anyway, so this could be a situation where your person was dealing, or not your person, but you know, your person had a relationship with somebody of the opposite sex, and you didn't really think anything of it because, you know, perhaps they presented themselves as just friends, or, you know, as some type of family, having some type of, you know, familial affiliation or something like that. You could find out that this baby that you thought that you had with this woman is actually somebody else's baby. Or, yeah. Ain't no or. Yeah. This was a very strong woman, too. So this is a woman who could beat up every woman in the hood. This is a woman who was always very masculine, meaning she, you know, she'll fight a man and win. Rowan could be significant. Somebody's nickname could be D. Yeah, somebody can't deny what something is. That basically somebody had a baby with you, or had a baby and used this baby as a come up. As a come up. This baby was a come up. Somebody is into the same sex. Period. So, you know, they could have wanted a baby. Just, you know, because they wanted to have a baby, but somebody is into basically the same sex. Somebody basically had babies. That's how they made money. So this is a woman who, even though she was into the same sex, she would find, you know, men of the opposite sex who had money and deal with them and then get pregnant by them. So that way she could, you know, child support's my support. Number 4, we have the wisdom card. Somebody could also be a boxer, or somebody could fight real good. We have luck. Discovery and waiting. Somebody could be waiting to see if somebody could be waiting. Somebody could also be trying to figure out or do their due diligence to do some type of investigation to find out whether or not somebody just simply did have a baby with them as a financial, you know, way to come up. Cancer. Somebody's also trying to see if somebody's pregnant too. So this could be a situation where somebody said they were pregnant and they took an ultrasound and they're having a girl. And somebody is, so this could be a situation where you're not really with somebody right now, but you're not with this person, but you're still, you know, in contact with them. You're still waiting. Perhaps you're waiting for the child to be born. You're waiting to see if this is actually your child. Pussy willows could be significant. You could live in a place where pussy willows grow wild. The number 11 could be significant. The number 23 could be significant, as well as the number 9, the number 4. So you could be dealing with an Aries, a Virgo, a Taurus, or a Scorpio, or an Aquarius. You could also be waiting on reconciling, waiting to see if you're going to reconcile with a Scorpio. I'm sorry, Cancer. I'm kind of like at a loss right here. Okay, I'm not even going to lie to you. Wisdom could be the overall energy. So this is kind of like looking back on the past, looking back on past experiences. This is also like, looking back where people possibly were trying to tell you in the past, like, hey, this person might, be batting for the other team. So you might just want to watch yourself that, you're not getting played and you're not getting used, because I don't think that this person is into men. I think this person may be, and I'm just using this, put the energies where they fit. I think this person may be into, women. Somebody was a very butch type of woman. So, not a butch in terms of dressing and dressing masculinely, but just in terms of just being masculine in general. Somebody again is built like a damn man. Also, somebody could possibly think that they have, so this could be a situation, Cancer, where you want to reconcile with somebody, but perhaps you think you got someone pregnant, and so you don't want to come back until you know for sure, because you don't want to bring somebody into some type of messy drama or messy type of situation. Whoever it is that you're waiting to reconcile with, this person is the apple of your eye. Somebody sits and daydreams about possibly an ex. So this could be somebody that you walked away from, or, for whatever the reason, you guys are not still together. But somebody dreams of the day when they can reconcile with this person. Somebody looks back on a situation and or relationship where somebody in the beginning thought that somebody was just a gold digger, somebody just wanted to be a sugar baby out here, somebody just wanted to have somebody to take care of them. They didn't necessarily want to do anything. All somebody wanted to do was challenge somebody or to fight with them. Somebody wanted to be the man in the situation. They didn't know how to be the woman. Like, somebody had a completely distorted view of their significant other or somebody that they were in a relationship with. And as a result, somebody could have separated from this person and left this person. And so now time has passed and other events have happened. And so now somebody is looking back at, somebody has gained like a newfound wisdom about what that situation or who that person was. Oh, that person wasn't a sugar baby. That person was just down on their luck at the time. You know what I'm saying? And that person just needed help. Somebody basically convinced you, Cancer, or Cancer, you convinced somebody else that somebody was just in their life for money or for some type of gain. And somebody, didn't really have somebody's best interest at heart. And, and that could have persuaded somebody to walk away from a situation, is what I'm saying here as well. And so now that, time has passed and the situation has passed, now you're starting to say, hey, that wasn't what it was at all. It's kind of a situation of not realizing what you had until you kind of fucked it off. Somebody kind of fucked it off. Somebody, was lucky to have somebody in their life. Somebody kept somebody young and vibrant. Somebody, did things with, with this person. Somebody made somebody feel like they mattered. Somebody, fishing is significant. Somebody would do things with people. Somebody would, so this is a situation, say you had a older person in the home, or, or this person would be a helpmate, or this person would, make sure, that this person, that, they cared for your person too, or I'm sure I'm not using the right words, but, whereas, you know, many times elderly people are often neglected and forgotten. You know, nobody really comes to talk to them or spend time with them or anything like that. Like this person, you know, does that and, you know, did that. And somebody can actually like be reflecting on the past now and reflecting about how they got something, you know, misconstrued is what I'm hearing. How they got something mixed up. How they believed up was down and down was up. Black was white and white was black. Somebody convinced somebody else that a person was not in their best interest, and now you could be reflecting, Cancer, and realize that this person was the best thing for your interests. Somebody has now discovered what somebody means to the other person, or what that person brought to their life, and somebody now wants to reconcile with this person. Somebody is hoping that this person comes back to them. Somebody was somebody's best friend, or, you know, yeah, somebody was somebody's best friend. Somebody was, you know, you could lean on this person. You know, you could count on this person. This person would, you know, be there for you. Man's best friend. Somebody could be considering getting a dog as a comfort pet. Possibly for somebody that is elderly. All right. Yeah, somebody convinced somebody that you know, somebody convinced you that somebody really didn't love you, Cancer. Or, you know, you convinced somebody that, you know, somebody really didn't love your person. Yeah. And that wasn't the case. And somebody is realizing that now. All right, wake up call. Somebody is having a wake up call to this, about this. First, and also somebody is realizing now that they need help. And that's another reason why somebody is reminiscing on the old past love that they kind of fucked off, because this person helped them in some way, shape, form, or fashion. So without this person, now they've got to do everything themselves. Somebody doesn't really get any sleep. Somebody doesn't really get any rest. Somebody is very cranky, very irritable all the time, because somebody is always, you know, waking somebody up or calling somebody and waking them up as they're sleeping. Somebody just can't get any relief. Okay. Somebody is also trying to keep this quiet, that they know that they have fucked off probably the best thing that ever happened to them. Cancer. So this is you or somebody else. So this could be a situation, Cancer, where you were there for someone and you were, you know, you were good for them, but for whatever the reason, they treated you like shit. Somebody treated you like you were the enemy or whatever. And so now that, you know, somebody is bald. So now that, you know, they've had time by themselves, now that you know, somebody removed themselves. Somebody felt like, okay, I'm the problem. I'm all what's wrong with your life. So let me go ahead and let me just take myself out of your life. Let me take myself out of the equation. Let me just remove myself. And so that's what somebody did. Somebody removed themselves. And so now somebody basically is realizing what they missed out on and what they had. Somebody is very stressed out, but you would never know it because they keep, you know, they keep a poker face. So they keep their feelings very well hidden. Somebody, and also too, this is a situation where somebody is like, okay, well, I made that mistake, but I got to keep going. So even though somebody knows that they made a mistake, they also realize that they got to keep going. Somebody is working towards a goal. I'm hearing by the end of this year, I'm going to be done and it'll be time for me to relax. So somebody has been working very, very hard this year, Cancer. Somebody is trying to, you know, get everything put into place so that they can enjoy life. Also, somebody also realizes that whoever this person was that they basically pushed away, they made it easier for them to achieve their goals, their retirement goals or just their goals. So somebody afforded them, you know, extra time to lounge about and to, you know, to relax and to enjoy themselves. And now that you're gone and everything falls on, you know, just this one person, they don't have that anymore. Recharge and rebound. So somebody basically needs to recharge, obviously, yes, but whoever this is somebody walked away from, they've not been able to find anybody, Cancer, that compares to you, or you've not been able to find anybody that compares to this other person. So basically the people that they have been talking to have just been rebounds, just been like kind of like filler paper type of, you know, people. They're just there to fill a void, but nothing really substantial, nothing that really stands out that would make somebody want to say, woo, or people could feel that way about you. That, you know, you're nothing spectacular or anything anymore, and you're just filler paper, whereas the person that you walked away from, you know, you were the apple of their eye. The sun rose and set on you, you know, when you were with this person. Somebody just realizes that they threw away the wrong person. Or they threw away the wrong thing. They threw away a helpmate, a friend, a confidant, you know, a companion. Somebody threw that away as well. Somebody was so busy trying to plan for, or had, you know, had their goals, trying to plan for retirement, you know, that they basically blocked somebody out because their thing was, you know, I can't stop moving. I can't stop whatever. I have to achieve this. I have to achieve that. And somebody minimized the contribution that you brought to their life, or you minimized the contributions that somebody brought to your life, Cancer. And so now that this person is gone, somebody is seeing how things are substantially harder now by themselves without you. Yeah, there was a man out here that was taking care of a whole other baby that wasn't his. Also, there's a woman out here who's moved on to a man who's got money. And so this could have been like a boss or like a mentor or something. That's how this person was presented to this person, as if like this person was a benefactor or something like that, when in actuality they could have been secret lovers, and this person is right here on the outskirts just trying to hang on to a family or hang on to a relationship, and you know, by any means possible. But you can kind of see like how these three are together and this one is kind of standing off. So that means like these three have, like, you know, this woman and this man have started a relationship, playing house and everything, whilst this man, you know, maybe he knows that that was happening, or maybe he didn't know that that was happening, but whatever it is, he was on the outside looking in. He still thought it was me and, you know, me and her. Somebody used to work out together, go to the gym together. Somebody could have started talking to the gym manager, or I don't know. Somebody with some money. Somebody started talking to somebody with some money. This man and this woman are about the same size and height. Or the same height. All right, what states could be significant, Cancer? All right, we got California's been coming out quite a few times. We have Connecticut, Arizona. Arizona's been coming out too. a lot. So February 14th, somebody could be an Aquarius, a Valentine's Day baby. January 9th, somebody could be a Capricorn. Also, somebody could be a Virgo. September 9th could be significant as well. Connecticut could be significant as well as Arizona. Somebody could, September 12th, September 2012. Minnesota, Paul. Somebody's name could be Paul. May 11th could be significant, so somebody could be a Taurus. Alabama could be significant. Montgomery could be somebody's name. August 19th could be significant as well. Somebody could be a Sagittarius, strong Sagittarius, December 14th. Somebody could be a Sagittarius, Capricorn, Cusper. What is it? July 87. Michigan. Somebody could be from Michigan, Lansing, or the Great Lakes area. More Capricorn. Aquarius energy and more Aquarius energy. So August of 61 could be significant. August of 37 could be significant as well. 1861, 1837, 1787, 1819, 1858, 1850, 1788, and 1912 could all be somebody's addresses too. What else we have here? All right, let's put some. All right, what is this baby, sugar baby with the wisdom? Yeah, somebody could have tried to tell somebody that somebody was going to have a child by them simply to get some money from someone, and perhaps you didn't listen. So you could have thought, so this could be a situation where somebody tried to warn you or tried to tell you something in the past and you thought this person was being a hater, or you were so enamored with somebody else that, you know, you didn't want to hear shit that person had to tell you. So what is this? Queen of Wands, or Queen of Clubs, 5 of Pentacles, and then 2 of Swords. So somebody was having a super secret relationship. All right, somebody left town. So somebody was having a relationship with somebody and they ended up leaving town. Or somebody lives out of the city. Or so not in the same vicinity as you. So you could live, say you live, you know, in Springfield and, you know, this person's new baby's mama lives in Chicago. So somebody moved out of state, moved out of the city, and somebody has been sending somebody money. All right, what is this? Walks like a duck, quacks like a duck. Oh, all of these cards are coming out at one time. So I don't know what you got going on. Cancer. All right, what is this? Walks like a duck, quacks like a duck, wake up call. Somebody goes fishing a lot or loves to go fishing. Also, somebody wants to send somebody a message. Somebody, when somebody leaves, somebody has a good time with somebody else. Or when somebody would leave, somebody leaves their mom to go and have a good time someplace else. Also, here's the thing. Somebody left you for this Queen of Cups. This bitch left them. Somebody's getting the last laugh on somebody. We have 3 of Wands, and then we have 5 of Wands. Also, somebody is into, like, witchcraft. Somebody did some type of, like, work or something to try to split 2 people up. To cause some type of rift or division between 2 people. I know this is going to say it's a Leo. Man, whoever this Leo is, bruh. Ooh, okay. We have a 6 of Hearts. You could be dealing with, okay, so something could be going on with your son. Also, this is somebody who possibly had like a family business or something like that. And their dream was to create a business, create whatever, and then leave it to their children. That was going to be their legacy. Have a business, and then, you know, their child would be able to take it over. Somebody had a son with the queen of spades. Or you find out this queen of spades had a boyfriend. For some, it's hard to deny because, like I said, this baby looks like this man and not like this man. And so now somebody can't deny that somebody really did not love them. Somebody was just using them to get something, to get what they needed, to get money. Somebody was a lick. Somebody realizes that the person that they have been dealing with is a fucking rat. Somebody was dealing with a hood rat. Somebody had a baby with a rat. All right, what is this? Recharge and rebound. Somebody is only going back to somebody or using somebody for temporary comfort until the person that they really love comes back. Somebody is either not responding to messages or somebody is blocking somebody's messages. Also with this, the wheel has turned in some type of way. Yeah, somebody is getting proof that a child is not theirs. Period. And this is going to end something. This is ending something. Somebody thought that they had a son with somebody and somebody's finding out that the son is not theirs. Or, yeah, that this son is not theirs. All right, give me, what's the rest of this? Cancer. Cancer, Cancer, Cancer. Oh. All right, what is this? This is right here. A romantic relationship is separating. It's over. A romantic relationship is ending. So this could be a situation where, like, this was a marriage and somebody married somebody thinking that they were pregnant. Somebody has been taking care of somebody, has been dealing with somebody because they, thought that they had a baby with this person. Somebody could be finding out that this baby is not theirs. Somebody could also find out... a baby is not theirs. A son is not somebody's. Or your son could be finding out that... Okay. You could be fine for some. You could be finding out that a granddaughter... So if you had a son and your son had a baby, specifically a daughter with someone, you could be finding out that that daughter is not your son's. You could be finding out that your son, who you thought was your son, is actually not your son. Which sucks all the way around, and I'm sorry. Somebody is breaking up with this Queen of Wands. Either somebody is breaking up with a Queen of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Or if this is not a Queen of Wands, this is somebody of a brown complexion. My brown paper bag mama. Or somebody, yeah. Or somebody is breaking up with the Queen of Spades, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and this woman is brown skin. Or, yeah, this woman is brown skin. Or somebody is dealing with a brown skin woman that could be, yeah, either an air sign or a fire sign. But this one, or this is a woman who you're leaving is an enemy, or you falling out with also somebody's side bitch pinned a baby on them that wasn't theirs. Yeah, most definitely. Most definitely so. All right, what we have with the tarot? And what is this, sugar baby? Somebody will leave out and stay gone and everything. And somebody will be out fucking somebody else. Somebody lied about that. Somebody lied about that. First of all, somebody leaves. Okay. Okay. Somebody will leave somebody. So this could also be somebody's mother. Somebody will leave their mother so they can go out and get high. I just got a sick feeling to my stomach when I said that. Or somebody hustles and somebody might always be on the road trying to chase a dollar, and that's when somebody, you know, could possibly be out there doing their thing too. Also, when somebody leaves this Queen of Wands, it could come out like somebody could be saying that they're going to work or they're going to do something when in actuality they're going to their side piece's house. That they didn't fucked around and thought that it got somebody pregnant, or at least thought that they got somebody pregnant. I mean, in some instances, they could have got, you know, this could be their baby. And you could be finding out about this. What else is this? Why are all these coming out? I'm going to put these back. We have Knight of Cups, Ace of Cups, Page of Pentacles, Ten of Swords, Ace of Swords, Seven of Cups. So basically, you could also find out that somebody has started a whole new family elsewhere, Cancer. Somebody has started a family with their side piece. Somebody fell in love with their side piece. Somebody started a family with their side piece. Period. Okay? We have Ten of Swords. So something could be happening with somebody's money. Yeah, somebody's losing money. Somebody also, this could, okay. I'm going to go back to what I just said. Somebody leaves out of the house to go and get high. So this could be a situation where you could live with your mom or, you know, some type of motherly figure, wife, however it goes down. And they could be very worried about you because the money, first of all, the money is disappearing. The money is, you know, where's the money is what I'm hearing. So where's the money? You always saying you leaving out to go do X, Y, and Z. Where's the money? So either somebody is getting high with the money or somebody is giving the money to somebody else and they can't account for the money. But monies cannot be accounted for. And now people are starting to put two and two together. So say this is somebody who has been getting high. Somebody could have relapsed and perhaps, you know, people were just, you know, praying against, you know, hoping against all hope that this person hadn't relapsed and this person wasn't back on drugs. But now it's getting kind of hard to ignore the fact that monies are missing. All right, like there's not enough money to pay the bills. There's no food in the house. There's no this in the house because somebody is out here getting high. The money is getting fucked up. Somebody also steals money from somebody too. Somebody takes money out of a bank account to go pay for this super secret baby. All right, you have Queen of Cups right here, so you could be dealing with a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. There you are, Cancer. Or this could be somebody's wife or mother, like I said. Somebody's wife is asking, where the fuck is the money at? That's for sure. This Queen of Cups could also be very dark-skinned, or this could be an air sign woman, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Where's the money at? Like, I just went to the bank and $500 is missing. What did you take $500 out for? Like, what did you do with that money? Where is that money at? And somebody cannot account for that money. Somebody gets high or drunk until they pass out. This could also be, you could be dealing with, so this could be, you could have had a Sagittarius child with somebody. Somebody didn't have anything, but once they got pregnant by somebody, somebody basically came up on some money or came into some money. So basically, ever since somebody got with somebody, this person has been in their fucking pockets. This is a Queen of Swords. And this Queen of Swords could be your wife, your girlfriend, your baby's mom. This child with this Page of Cups could be a Sagittarius child. You could have had a Sagittarius child with somebody. If this is not a Queen of Swords, this is somebody of a dark complexion. So this mother is somebody of a dark complexion, or this mother is an air sign. Also, this could be, on a side note, this could be your daughter for some. And so this could be a situation where, say, you know, your daughter is always calling you like, you know, Mom, Dad, I need money for this, or Mom, Dad, I need money for that. I have a baby, or however it goes down, or, you know, just Mom, Dad, I need money. And so now you're constantly giving your child money because they say that they need money for this or they need money for that. And then you find out that your child has a whole relationship. And so basically you giving your baby money so they can dress up and look nice, or you know, buy dinner and stuff for them and their new boyfriend. You know, you're financing somebody's new romance. Or you could find out about that. Or you could even find out, yeah, this could be a son. Somebody had a son with this queen. So this son could be a Sagittarius. Somebody could also be reflecting about a child or about a relationship. So going back to retirement goals, somebody basically built up a business and expected for, you know, or was looking forward to a time where they could retire and then let their child handle everything. And that way they would be able to rest and recharge their batteries and live their life and all. And I don't think things are working out that way. Also, for someone, Cancer, you may need to take a mental break. You may need to take time for yourself. You may need to just cut your phone off and just disappear and take a vacation. You know, perhaps you have been handling everything on your own and you don't have any help. You don't have anyone that will help you, you know, with your responsibilities, and you could be burnt out. You know, you could just be like, damn, I can't do it anymore. And so you could just be at a point now where you're like, you know what? I'm setting a time. I'm setting a goal at the end of the month, at the end of the year. Within the next 2 years, I'm done. And somebody just could be making up their mind like, I'm done. I'm done. Like, it's time for me to enjoy life. Even if, you know, that means that I can't be everything to all people anymore. So somebody is basically, somebody is making a choice to choose themselves. Somebody could be contemplating putting someone in assisted living, or having somebody. So if you are a caretaker or a caregiver, you could be feeling burnt out, like you don't have any help, you don't have anyone who can, like you have to do everything. You have to be the provider, the breadwinner, you have to be the caretaker, you have to be the mother, the father, the wife, the husband, you have to be everything in a situation, and you just feel like you just can't do it anymore. And so now you're just like, some things are just going to have to go. Like, I'm getting older, or I'm tired, or I don't have the help that I used to. I don't have the money that I used to. Somebody's money is fucked up now. You know what I mean? Somebody stole somebody's money too. Or somebody, somebody was paying for a baby that wasn't theirs, or somebody was lying about why they needed some money to get some money up out of somebody. Somebody is constantly, always under the gun trying to make money so they can take care of X, Y, and Z. And somebody is just like, listen, I can't do it anymore. Somebody physically is coming to that point in their life where they cannot do it anymore. Like, I'm getting too old, my health, my whatever, like I can't do this anymore. I can't be under this stress. I can't be under this. I just can't do it anymore. Something is going to have to give. And you could be thinking about what that something is, Cancer, that you're going to have to let go in order for you to be able to live and survive. Somebody's health is adversely affected because somebody is so tired and under the gun. I'm hearing, please just call me baby. You're sorry, Cancer. I don't know what you did to somebody, but whatever it is, you regret it. You're sorry. You're sorry. Somebody basically was carrying on a third-party situation with another woman. This woman who they chose, they thought this bitch was a whole demon. This woman was a whole demon. This woman was dealing with about 3 different men. And somebody is, basically somebody's trying to figure out who the baby daddy is too. Somebody's a hoe out here. All right. Somebody wanted a baby. And so somebody went out there and they called themselves having one. The Tower card. And then you have the Chariot. There you are, Cancer. So somebody was dealing with a Libra. Also, you got a Leo and a Taurus in the mix. I'll take that back. So, some kind of unexpected event, or the wheel, like this is the Wheel of Fortune. So the wheel turned for you, Cancer. And you suffered some type of tower moment with the Hierophant. So you could have fallen out with a Taurus. All right, this is the King of Wands. Or you could have fallen out with somebody about a business. This is King of Wands, Emperor. Yeah, somebody's trying to figure out who the father is. Or also somebody's a pimp out here too. So somebody built a shit. Ugh. All right, Cancer. Fucking hell. Okay, somebody's a pimp. That's okay. We gonna start off with that. We're at 49. Okay, somebody's a pimp. All right, somebody could have went out here and had a baby with one of their hoes. Okay, with this Queen of Wands. Somebody had a little super side bitch. I'm hearing my bottom bitch. So when somebody would leave the house, basically they would take drugs or take alcohol over to their little side bitch's house and have a good time with this bitch. 257 could be significant. That could be somebody's apartment number. This baby could be biracial, Hispanic, or something like that. Somebody would go over to their side bitch's house and play house with the little super secret side bitch baby and the side bitch and everything. Somebody is all, somebody would go over there because they could be themselves over there. They could drink, they could get high at the side bitch's house. And then, when they, would come home or be in the world, they would have to, portray themselves as somebody that's sober, put together, doesn't fuck about. Somebody had a little secret, super secret baby, super secret family. All right. With this walks like a duck, quacks like a duck, somebody doesn't have any money. Somebody drinks. And they drink until they pass out. So somebody would go over their little side bitch's house, get drunk, pass out and shit. And the bitch would go in their pockets and take their fucking money. Somebody worked hard to build this business. Somebody built a business. And somebody basically, thought that they would have, perhaps somebody is looking back at their life and they thought perhaps that they would have a child to take over, said business so they could retire, and all they would have to do was live on the beach with, perhaps their little mistress and side baby and collect the check and everything. Something just didn't work out that way. Somebody, okay. There's some type of ending with this Queen of Spades, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or this is an enemy, but there's something ending. Somebody had this baby, had a son with this, and perhaps, somebody dreamt of the son taking over the business, but for whatever reason, that's over. There was some type of ending. The wheel turned, and as it turned, it brought about an ending. And so somebody does not have it. Somebody had a baby, had a Sagittarius baby. Somebody could be talking to their, baby's mom about this. Like at this age, we were supposed to be retiring. We were supposed to do this and do that, and our son was supposed to be doing all this. Somebody could be reminiscing and everything. Somebody could be trying to get over the loss of somebody or something. All right, what is this recharge and rebound? And then you have the Tower, the Chariot, and the King of Wands. So there's some type of tower moment with this King of Wands. This King of Wands is a emperor. Is an Aries. Or somebody went to the doctor and found out that they're sick. Somebody has an STD as well. Somebody was dealing with a Leo. This Leo could have went to the doctor and found out that they were sick, that they're dying. Somebody's father is also passing away. I'm sorry for your loss. Some type of business that somebody has with this Leo. There's some type of, I don't know. Somebody could be trying to get even with somebody. Libra could be significant. Also, somebody had planned on marrying a Libra. or news possibly that somebody planned on getting married to this Libra. Yeah, the wheel broke. Yeah. Somebody planned on, what was I going to say? Somebody planned on marrying somebody for whatever the reason. That marriage is over, or somebody is going to court to end a marriage. All right. Somebody definitely got some bad news. Somebody found out that they were being used and taken advantage of, possibly about a child. So that's it. Somebody's money is going to now be affected and or fucked up. So once again, if somebody was only dealing with somebody because of, because they were getting money from somebody, or somebody was dealing with somebody and they were lying about, getting some type of money, lying about why they needed money in order to get money from you, Cancer, you have found out the truth. That is a wrap. There's no more. That person will not be getting another dime out of you as well. Also, yeah. Also, you can find out that somebody's trying to, if you are dealing with an Aries and you falling out with this person, you can find out that somebody, number one, somebody may have to go to court. Okay. Somebody may have to go to court. Or there's a Libra that needs to go to the doctor. I want to say that. There's a Libra that needs to go to the doctor. You may get some bad news that a Libra is a father of a child or the father of something. Having something to do with a Pisces. I know that. Cancer. That somebody is a father of a child. Also, that somebody has been paying for a child that is not theirs. Yeah, this King of Pentacles. He made a decision to do what? What did he make a decision to do? This King of Pentacles made a decision not to walk away from somebody because he does not want to walk away from some type of money. At the bottom of the deck, we have this Queen of Swords. Somebody has orange hair. Somebody is a ginger out here. And it's big. Okay. So this is a light-skinned air sign woman. Somebody made a decision not to leave somebody alone. Somebody made a decision not to stop working with somebody, not to walk away from somebody. Somebody made a decision not to leave somebody alone as their side bitch. As a result, somebody... So this could be a situation, Cancer, where you told somebody to stop fucking with someone. Like, you better stop fucking with this person because this person is nasty, or this person will go with anybody. This person will do anything for $1. And somebody didn't believe you. They didn't listen to you. And they fucked around. And so now somebody is sick. Like sick. Somebody's sick. You could have to take somebody to and from the doctor and everything now because somebody just didn't listen. Somebody did not believe the fat meat was greasy. And so now, as a result, somebody is sick. Somebody's got to go to the doctor. Yeah, somebody's got to go to the doctor. Also, you could be finding out that the person who said that they had your baby, that's how you're finding out that this person or this baby possibly is not yours, or, you know, you've been duped in some way, shape, form, or fashion, because it could come out that this person basically, this person basically was sleeping around with somebody that you know, or somebody that you have been dealing with. So this could be a situation where you try to take your bottom bitch and turn your bottom bitch into your wife. Somebody tried to turn a hoe into a housewife and everything. And somebody, basically, when they did that, somebody said that they would stop hoeing. And I don't know where this shit is coming. Somebody said that they would stop hoeing. A Pisces is definitely significant. That somebody tried to wife this person or tried to have a relationship with this person, and you could have tried to warn this person, like, this is a hoe. Like, that's what she is. You know, like, that's what she does. That's what she, I don't know how to say it without making it sound mean, but somebody could have been like, bruh, she's a sex worker. So she's never going to look at you as, you know, a romantic interest. You are $1 to her. You are money to her. And basically, unless you got some money to give her, she's not going to be there for you. So you are basically trying to wife a hoe. And somebody didn't listen. And you could have possibly told somebody to walk away. You know, like, this person is only using you or whatever, and they wouldn't walk away. Somebody wouldn't leave somebody alone because of the money. This King of Pentacles, you made a decision not to work with you. Not to stop working with you, or to not walk away from a situation, not to leave somebody alone when they should have. And now, as a result, somebody could be sick out here. So we got a King of Pentacles, a King of Wands. You could have told somebody to stop. You could have told somebody to stop working with somebody. To get out of a business, to not do business with somebody. Somebody wouldn't listen. You could have tried to tell somebody that somebody was not a friend. They wouldn't listen. You could have said, hey, I think that, you know, back in the day, that your friend or such and such fucked around, and possibly, you know, this person could be the father of this child, and somebody didn't want to hear it. And so now it's like you can't ignore it. Maybe the child is getting older now, and, you know, you are comparing the features of this child. Or maybe back in the day, you heard rumors of, you know, your baby mama sleeping with somebody else. But, you know, you never saw the somebody else, so you never knew. So basically, to the best of your knowledge, you know, the baby looked like you. You know, maybe the baby looked like a distant relative or something. But, you know, and so now you see the person that everybody tried to tell you she was sleeping with 30 years ago. And you look, and the baby look just like this nigga. Or just, you know, this man. You'll realize that basically somebody had a choice between you and somebody else, and the person who was the actual father was a nothing. Meaning somebody could have, you know, got with a man, you know, who was just good looking. He just had a nice body. You know, he was just possibly a good lay, but that's all he was. You know what I'm saying? But you had the money. So basically, she's going to gravitate towards you because you had the money. You know, you would bring her prestige, you would bring her class, whereas this was just another slum nigga just like her and all. And now you could have gotten, you know, wind about this person. You could have seen this person. You could have seen a picture of this person. You could have, you know, run into somebody that knew this person or knew your baby's mom or however, put the energies where they fit. And they could have, you know, started talking to you and giving you wisdom and insight about the past and everything. And so now it's all starting to click together. Oh, she was just with me for da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. I was wondering why that nigga was always at the house every time I came over. And I was wondering why da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Yeah, and everything is starting to click together because somebody has given, you know, you or will give you, Cancer, this month a vital piece of information that will allow you to connect all of the dots. So there will not be a shadow of a doubt who's a foe, who's a friend. You know, any doubts that you may have had in your head about the paternity of somebody or about the integrity of somebody or the honesty of somebody or somebody's true intentions, you're going to find all of that out. God is going to make it so. Because somebody has been taking a beating trying to be all things to all people or, you know, going above and beyond for people, many of whom don't deserve it. And if you really knew how these people really felt about you or what they really did to you in the past, there's no way that you would fuck with them. And some of these people have gone above and beyond to keep whatever these secrets are hidden because they know that once you find this out, that it's a wrap. Now, for some of you, you know, you'll learn the true character of somebody, but perhaps you do make money with this person or off of this person. So you're going to continue to work with somebody. For some of you, you know, yeah, you're going to continue to work with this person. But I tell you, it's going to result in a tower. That could also be why you're about to experience a tower because you knew that somebody meant you no good. They meant you know whatever, but you still kept dealing with this person thinking that you were going to get over on them. Come to find out they got over on you. So, you know, you actually took an L or you'll actually take an L by not walking away from somebody or somebody will take an L by not walking away from you. So this could also be a situation where, you know, somebody is trying to challenge you. You know what I'm saying? There can only be one type of situation. And, you know, you could be in the game and somebody else could be in the game. Or, you know, just put the energies where they fit. You could be up for a promotion and somebody else is up for that same promotion. And so basically you guys are kind of battling it out. Metaphorically, physically, however it works out, you know. And you could know that by still dealing with somebody or still dealing with something, you know, even though you're trying to, you know, assert yourself, that it's going to, you know, hurt you in the end. Somebody could just be trying to take your spot. So this could be a situation where, like, okay, for some of you all, somebody could now be trying to take your spot. So this could be where you are, like, older now, you know, more relaxed in the game. So, like, back in the, like, you know, I'm just going to use the game. So, like, back in the day when you were younger, say somebody challenged you or somebody tried to get fly with you or however it goes down. You know, you would have immediately cut a nigga. You would have immediately shot somebody, you know what I'm saying, just for getting out of pocket with you. But now you're older, you know, you're wiser, you're more subdued, you know, plus you're just older and you're tired. Shit, you can't move like you used to. You know, you find that more and more people are trying to, you know, more and more people are trying to test you. More and more people are kind of getting more and more disrespectful, or trying to play you soft, or play you like a sucker because they feel that they can, or they don't have your money when they say that they gonna have your money. Or again, somebody could, try to challenge you for your position and for your spot, whereas when you were younger, nobody ever would. And, perhaps, your dream was to have a family, have a legacy, or have kids that you could pass, the business off. So when you got to be, older in age and you got to be too old to do it, you could pass it on to somebody else and you all could continue to make money, but things just didn't happen. Right now, you could be, in that situation where somebody is trying to challenge you. And in your mind that you need to walk away. Like, it's time. It's time. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm tired. I'm old. It's just time. But for whatever the reason, you just won't do it. Somebody does not want to walk away from that life, from making that money, even though the money may not be as good as it used to be. You know what I mean? Because from the way that it looks, like that money is not flowing the way that it used to flow. It's not flowing like a river. You might get a couple of twos and fews, but for the most part, for whatever money you make, you end up losing, almost twice that. So it's not even worth it anymore. The game has changed. The people have changed. You don't have the links that you used to have, or you don't have the backing that you used to have, or again, somebody's just getting older and really somebody should walk away, but perhaps they don't have enough money to walk away now, or it could just be good old-fashioned pride. Also, somebody needs to stop working with somebody. So going back to the whole pimp thing, if somebody is a pimp, one of their hoes is sick and one of their hoes is burning everybody, and somebody should turn this bitch loose. But for whatever the reason, maybe she's very pretty, or, she's a top earner, even though she's sickly, somebody can't afford to walk away from that money. So they're going to continue to work with this woman. But that's going to end up costing them money in the end. So this could be where, perhaps that's already happened. And you knew then you should have stopped dealing with this person after the first person ended up burnt. But, she was making money because she, had an exotic look about her, or, she did exotic things or whatever. And so she would bring in money. So you didn't want to walk away from that person. But now this bitch is costing you money. Motherfuckers got to go to the doctor. Your business is crumbling. Somebody is sick. Like, it's just time cancer. So, yeah, I will say that. It's time. Now, what I will do is I'm going to pull, because I didn't do this for a Scorpio, which was right before you. What initials could you be dealing with? Cancer. We got a T, a U, S, Q, C, E, D, and N. So those could all be initials, first, middle, last. Somebody's name could be Ed, Sid. Somebody's name could be Queen. Alright, but I'm not about to play Scrabble with y'all. But, yeah, so somebody's name could start with those initials. And they could be significant to you. Alright, and then let me get a couple of oracles to get a little bit more specific. You could be dealing with a young boy between the age of 18 to 30 years old. Also, somebody has a incurable STD. You could be dealing with a Leo. Somebody's going to contact you, Cancer. Something could be significant that you could leave in the day. Remember, I did say that somebody leaves during the day, and possibly when they leave, they go and see their super secret family. Somebody has a baby boy somewhere. Also, somebody could be blocked. Somebody is a good girl. You could have left a good girl. Somebody is also glad that you're gone, or you're glad that somebody is gone for their protection. You could be dealing with a Capricorn as well, or somebody is sick again. All right, what else? Cancer. Cancer, Cancer, Cancer. Hetero, no homo. Okay, so that's in the reverse. So somebody could actually be on the down low. Something could be significant about tomorrow. Somebody is also a thief. Somebody's going to steal your shit. But I did say somebody goes in somebody's wallet when they go to sleep and everything. Friends. So something could be significant about your friends. I did say that somebody pretends like they are friends, but maybe super secret fuck buddies, and they love another woman, whoever they is. So Cancer, if you are in a relationship with somebody and they leave about, that's because they are in love with somebody else. Please know that. And vice versa. Anything else? All right, and something is going to happen within the next 1 to 3 days in December. Could be significant and or a Sagittarius. Okay, Cancer. So I hope that helped. And until the next time, deuces.